Hey guys, it's JC Chandler back again. This is Saturday's video. Unfortunately, it's not live because a sister got a lot going on, but I did not want to miss out on sending you guys something to watch. Hopefully it will inspire you. I posted on Facebook a couple of things, something showing each one of these pieces that I've just posted to my website, which is linked below. I'm going to show you what I've done with each one of these pieces, and then today we're going to actually finish off, maybe even start anew. We're going to work with these pieces so I can show you how you can use these as components in your own creation. They don't have to be just the one wood blank and that is its own piece of jewelry. No, we're going to make sure we use them together, or you can use them with what you already have. So let me clear this out, and under here I have some examples of what I am ready to do. So let me move these over here and get right back over here. I hope everybody is amazing today. It's a beautiful day out. I was walking in my yard and just inspecting the fact that the tree that fell is almost gone. Not quite, but we're getting there. So let me get some of this dust off of here. All right, we got a lot going on over here, but I want to show you. I am excited. I'm in my zen already, guys. I am so excited about all of this stuff. All right, so what you see here are the spacers. These are in its raw form. Let me see if I can move these. Grab a couple out of the bag. I printed out so many, cut out so many. So here's the raw form, and I call these spacers. And there's a rounded square, there's a square, there's a hexagon. We have what can be used and made look like an eyeball. What else? And then we have this shape. All right, so there's 6 different shapes available. And this is just one way that I decided to use them. So look at that. So I've combined this shape. Let's see, another one. I've combined this shape with the spacers. And now this is its own unique pendant. Now, just because it looks like this now doesn't mean that we are finished with it. We can wire wrap this, and I'm not sure I'm gonna try that right now. Because it's probably gonna look a little janky, but you know how we do, we just be going with the flow, and we're gonna see what happens. All right, so I have one over here that is not attached, and so we're probably gonna go ahead and attach them on. We'll do one of those. I'm prepared to do one of those. And I want to create some of these earrings with some of these spacers. Like this one has not been resined yet, this one either. So some of these are going to get some resin, like this one. This is another set of pieces that I have available. Let me show you. So we've got a set of different shapes. This one came from that. So we're using them with something that we already have, right? They don't have to be by themselves. Here's a couple of larger pieces that I've painted that I'm going to resin. Now these can be made into earrings. They can be made into charms. And I have smaller pieces that I used on some earrings that I know you guys saw them because I got a lot of feedback on how beautiful they were. So let me show you even smaller pieces. So I'm gonna show you the different sizes that I have. So we got this size. I'm gonna see if I can pull the same shape. This size, and then this size. So we got 3 different sizes. And this one is what I used for the earrings. This one can be used for pendant. So there's a lot of different things that you can do depending on the size and what your creative juices say to you while you are actually creating. All right, so today we're going to see what our creative juices tell us. I really would like to do something with all of these hoops, these donuts, which I think we're just going to attach them with some glue, and I don't know, let's just go ahead and get started. All right, before I go any further, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. Each and every one of you make my heart happy. All of you who click play, it just makes me so happy to know that you guys are watching and appreciating the videos. And I am trying really hard to give you something that you can use. Like specifically, this video is to help you think outside the box and create something amazing that is something that you didn't think of before, using pieces that you didn't have instead of doing the same old. That's pretty much what I'm here for today. Okay, so let's see if I can move some stuff out the way. Okay, so these are done, right? Not done, but I created those. Now if you want to buy these, you can buy these. Go ahead and hit me up in the comments, and I'll leave them alone, and they are they're ready to go. They just need your touch. If you want them, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably be finishing them off or putting them on the website to sell as finished pendants, done for you pendants, right? All right, let me move that out the way. I'm going to let's grab this one. Let's make this one, right? So pretty much these have been painted with the metallic paint, so that's where this is right now, right? I didn't paint the back because we're gonna stick it on, but these have been double-sided painted, and I used acrylic. I keep saying acrylic. If I say acrylic, please know I mean resin. So I did these because I had something in mind. Like, these can be used as spacers, specifically if you're gonna make a bracelet. Like, I would finish the edges in the same tone, and then you can use them with your elastic. If you're gonna make bracelets, you can actually put them on wire. So there's so many different things. Think of it as the same way you would use any of those beads that you get from Amazon, any of the spacers that you get from Temu. That's the idea, but only you can paint them to what you want. And there's so many different sizes. So that's my idea here. Hopefully you like it, maybe you don't. Let me know in the comments. All right, let's see what we got going here. I'm gonna need one of my sticky pads. I'm gonna try and have everything in the comments by the time I post, in the description by the time I post this video, so that you guys can grab what it is I'm using if it isn't something that I've created, like the Amazon links and such. So let me move these out of the way because I'm still playing around with these color combinations. Let me know what you think. But this is what I want. Let's see. This is the glue that I am going to use. It is a Titebond triple thick. It's a thick. It says quick and thick multi-surface, and the reason I use this is because it says multi-surface, and it's on here, right? But I also have some on here. I used not the gloss. Sorry, what did I use? I used this on here because I wanted it to be matte, right? So that's what's on here. We got the glue, and then we have this, and I did it on the back as well. So that, I guess we'll go ahead and try to recreate this. So the only thing we need to do right now before we go any further is see how we want to lay these pieces. And I was trying to be very different. Like, it's up to you, right? But for me, I think, oh, look, they just fell, didn't they? Let me see. I was gonna do this over here, put this down here. Let's see. And then that right there. I don't know. Just, it doesn't have, there's no way, no right way, no wrong way. I was just trying not to repeat what I've already done, which is hard sometimes. There we go. I think I like that. And let me see, is it matching anything? It's not the same as any of the ones that we have here, which I think is cool. Very good. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Now let's see. We're gonna go ahead and put some glue on here. I use a toothpick sometimes, and I think that's what I'm gonna do this time. Let's see. Give me a toothpick out of my stash. Let's see, I got all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna just use a toothpick. I will take it out of the top here. And then I'm gonna pick this up and grab some of that glue. Now I'm putting it mostly toward the center where the hole is, because if it squishes out, it won't be a big deal inside the hole. Pressing it down. This glue does dry clear, but we don't need to worry about whether or not it's going to be secure, finally secure at this point, because we're going to coat it with a sealant, which can be resin if you want it to be shiny, or it can be Duraclear. It's whatever you decide. Let's see if I can get this positioned. And I'm trying to make things symmetrical, but when you're dealing with such odd shapes, it's not realistic. So we're going for the organic look right now. Oh, organic it is. Let's see. I'm gonna drop that right there. And hopefully this will inspire you to think outside of the box that you've been in, the box that everybody's been in. Maybe you haven't been in a box, maybe you have, but I'm hoping this stimulates some creative juices. That's what I'm trying to do, right? Let's put this down here. Okay, press that down a bit, down, and let's get this one. It's gonna lay just like that. Now you could, another idea is to have these go off to the side and make it a little bit more like a piece of art, right? And have it dangling off the edge, which opens up more space for the design, right? I didn't do that on any of these, but I might show you what I'm talking about. There we go. That one's probably need a little more glue. Now the only problem with what I have here is I have put resin on them and I've domed them before I knew what I was going to do with them. I did it on both sides. If I was thinking and had planned it out, I would not have done anything on the other side with these. So keep that in mind. If you dome both sides and then you decide to use it like this, you're gonna it will work. It's just, it's not gonna fall flat. So you're gonna have to keep that in mind. It won't be flush. Look at that. I love that. Now we're gonna set this to the side and let this dry. Oh my God, I love that. And I was so in love with this that I made so many of them. Look at that. This is such a unique pendant. And you can create this or do something different. You can actually use the smaller pieces of this to create the same kind of pendant, right? It doesn't have to be. Look at that. All right, and then you can wire wrap it. All right, hopefully I'm sparking some creative juices over there. All right, so we're gonna put this to the side because I don't know if we're gonna do it here on this video, but y'all know how I go. If it's a long video and you decide that you can't sit through the whole thing, press pause and come back. We're gonna sit this to the side. Let me close up my glue before it dries out on me. Actually, we're gonna use the glue, a little bit more glue. So let me grab. Now, pink and purple. I just love this combination. I myself wouldn't wear it in a clothing type thing. I've seen people wearing it, but the color contrasts I like. All right, so let's see. Now, I think I got, yeah, there they are. So now they're mirroring, and I just need to put some glue on it and let it sit, and then we'll probably resin this. Right now for this hole, if you're thinking, what am I going to do with that hole now that I put it on there, pop a rhinestone in there. Right, you can pop a rhinestone in there, or you can drop something else on top of it. And for me right now, this glue is just to hold this in place until I put my final finish on it. Now, because the camera is in my face, this may not be centered, guys. Forgive me. The challenges of creating on camera, the struggle is real, guys. All right. For those of you who look for me for a live video on Saturdays, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm trying to finish up several different projects, guys. A sister has been busy, and I may not be live but one time a month. We'll see, but you will always get a video on Saturday. A minimum of a create along video on Saturday. It's not going to necessarily be live every time, but at least once a month you may get one. But with the projects that are coming up, it's possible that, you know, they may all just be pre-recorded. What do you guys think about that? I really do like that color combination, and that shape is pretty awesome. So let's move these to the side. Back over here. Now here's the red ones. I'm loving this color. So I was trying to get some colors that were just totally contrast, right? And these I have on my website as well. They're already colored. I got them in all these colors if you are interested. So what my idea of today is using what I have so you can use what you have. Now I know that this one, when I was creating and painting and thinking of what to do with this shape here, I was like, oh my God, that looks like the evil eye. Look at that, there it is. We got the red with the evil eye. There we go. Let's see if this glue is thick. The good thing, whoops, I think I put it on the wrong side. The good thing is that it's tacky, but it still lets you move it. Look at that. I got a little bit of another kind of paint in there, and that's just, it may or may not bother me, I don't know. Once I get some final resin on there, I may want to resin these. I haven't decided yet. So this is just another style. Look at these. We're just gonna throw some of these on here. Look at that golden blue. Oh my gosh. That is a great color contrast there. Let's see. I'm just gonna put this glue down here and roll it over. This may be a quicker video than I was thinking. because I'm not gonna let y'all sit here through the resining, but we'll see. I'm in the Zen zone. So I don't know if you guys are friends with me on Facebook or not, but I just posted a video showing the fact that my tree, I don't know if you guys know, but there was a tree that fell in my yard from the neighbor's yard. Oh, it was about a couple weeks ago, and I've been trying to get that tree removed since. Well, it's partially removed now, thank you goodness, thank God, because I want to be out there doing something with my yard. Like, I'm planning on trying to get some veggies grown back there, and that tree was making me uncomfortable. So look at that. These are gonna be so nice when I put resin on them. So we're gonna set these to the side, and I'll finish the rest of these off camera because it's just the same old thing over and over again. Let me see. I'm gonna show you how I painted these because it's an easy process, and I want you guys to know that there's so many different ways. Let me just do this to paint them. You can use a paintbrush. You can use a Ziploc bag with paint. You can paint them. I can paint them before they're colored, but let me show you how I use my how I paint them. Let's see. I'm going to use a couple of different things. We're going to do that. I'm going to do, now these shapes, if you want, these shapes can be done without holes in them, right? If you want. All right, I'm just gonna grab a couple of different ones so I can show you how I painted them. Oh, let me also show you something. You guys, I did some various paintings. Sorry for the sounds. Goodness gracious, I didn't realize I was gonna be digging so much. So using this shape, I took the paintings that I did. You guys saw a really fast video of me squirting some paint onto some paper. This is one of them. And then I did it also again on some wood that was already painted. So, you know, you can do so much with these shapes, right? And I'm going to also do some fabric on the wood with these shapes. So much more to come on how to use these shapes, you know, or, you know, I might even offer some already fabric cut shapes. If you think that's something you want, like I have a shape and it's already with fabric on it, and just have like fabric blanks. I don't know, just thinking. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Let me get my paints and I'm gonna show you how I painted these. All right, hold please. Now I have some pastel colors as well, but these are metallics. Y'all saw me talk about, you know, how I'm doing these. Y'all saw me use them. So here's what I'm gonna do. This is how I paint these. And I have some wood beads that I am really excited about doing. Let me do a small one. And it's almost like I do when I do resin. Let me make sure this is pressed down. So I use my metallic acrylic paint inside this bottle. Look at that. Quick, fast, and hurry. And I'll tap out the bubbles. That's how I do those. All right. So this one, if I want it to be a black background, do I have black here? I don't have the black metallic. That's interesting. Let's see. Let's do pink. Now this one can be, I'm gonna do it the same way because this is how I painted all of these, including these, right? And when I get my pastels put into bottles, that's how I'm going to do it. And if you want a bigger piece of, you know, so I'm gonna do this. Now this might not be your preferred way, but how about this? I'm gonna do that. Ideally, I'd let that dry, right? But let's do this. We'll just let that dry. I'm gonna let that dry because I love those colors. We're gonna let that sit right there. And then what will happen is we can resin that. Let me see if I can put just a little bit more down here because it looks empty. But that's the perfectionist in me. Let's wait and see what happens. It may spread, right? So there's that. And then I love this color. So I think I'm gonna do a bigger one of these. And this is just how, for me, I just like, it's so relaxing. And then what I have found in a lot of the pieces that I've painted this way is you get the depth of the metallic look. It does take longer to dry. And I'm not squeezing right now, guys. I'm just pulling the paint out, just like I would if I was using resin. You pop those bubbles. And what I get with this, let me see if I can't pop it. Let's just let it rise. And if I wanted to squeeze some more, I would just let it there and it'll turn into a nice, almost domed. Look, that bubble's gonna, there we go, got it. So there's that. Let me see if I can show it to you, both of them. See that? All right, so there's that one. And I think I want to do a pearl white. That would have been nice on the background here, pearl white. And I'm not an artist at all. I'm not a painter. I know how to scribble. That's why this works for me. And for me, on this particular piece, I like to squeeze the paint out. But for the beads that I'm going to do, there's another technique I've seen that I will use, and that is probably inside a Ziploc bag or in a bowl. I've seen people paint their beads like that. Whatever works for you, whatever gets the paint on and gets that creative thing out of your brain, do it. All right, so there's that. These are just different colors that I have on hand. Y'all get the picture. So let me do an orange one. And then I'm gonna sit these over to the side so they dry, and we'll come back to the pendant. I think that's all I was gonna show you guys how to use. Oh yeah, this one's a little thicker. And you know, there's no measurements. I just did, this I think is a 2-ounce bottle that I got from Amazon. I'll have the link below. And I filled it up 1/3 with water and 1/3 with paint. Excuse me, the rest with the paint. And it's less messy. I don't have to clean any brushes. I'm not throwing away any bags. And all I have to do is put the top on to keep it from drying out. That just works for me. Look at this. And you know, it almost works as a stain. because I have the water in it, it's staining, like the wood is absorbing the paint. So there's that. That's how I paint the new wood blanks that I have on my site. And I have some more I just finished this morning designing, and they'll be loaded shortly. So if you like any of what I'm doing here, please comment below and let me know. If you've seen this before, which you probably have, some kind of painting, I don't know, just please comment below. I love to hear from the subscribers. Let me go put this in front of some paint, in front of a fan, and then we'll come back to this. Okay, so this right here, okay, so that glue is holding pretty good. And let me move some things out of the way over here. Now, I'm tempted to put this right here in one of those bottles. Now, do what you do, however you want to seal your piece. I'm gonna use a brush. And because this is a silicone mat and I have some wet wipes, I'm not gonna worry about too much how to clean up. But I am going to, let me move this. I believe these are secure enough to lay on top of each other. Let me do a little house cleaning here for a second. Move, move, move. Get these over here. I do need to wipe down this space just a tad. All right, so we got this. And I'm gonna put some of this. Now this is Duraclear. There's matte varnish, there's extra matte, and then there's gloss. There's a triple thick. If you want to use that, you can use resin, you can use polyurethane, whatever you want. You can use Mod Podge, whatever you want to finish your project. I'm using this brush today, okay? And what I'm going to do is go around to the edge first, right under the edge. See that? Just because I want to seal this bad boy in, I don't want it to fall off. I do trust the glue. Now, one thing I want to bring to your attention, I have put resin on my spacers. And when I was doing the other pendants, I was like, do I want to go over the resin and take the shine out? And I'm gonna show you what I did. I ended up brushing some of this over the resin spacers, and it didn't really matter. I would have to put more than one coat on it for it to not shine, but it's up to you. You can even finish your spacers with this Duraclear. So I'm going around the spacers. I'm gonna do a couple of coats. This dries pretty clear quickly as well. So let me give a little bit more. If you don't have a silicone mat, I keep saying it every time, get one. All right, I'm gonna go over this. And the only thing is that you can see the brush marks sometimes, but none of these are gonna be the same. They're all gonna be different, which is what I love. I'm so excited about this creation. And I hope that you decide to grab a couple of these shapes and make them your own Make your own pendants. Do something different. All right, so if you can see, the brush has a little bit of black on it. The black that I used is permanent marker. So if you don't want this to happen, you might want to use a black acrylic paint or something. So I see some gaps here, and I want to put some more. There we go. So I can make sure that seal. And this is just me being extra. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Whatever works for you. However, if you like the texture of the paintbrush, have at it. There we go. Now with resin it would be pretty tricky, but y'all know me, I might even try it, but not on this video because I don't want to fight with it right now, because this is easy. Y'all know I'm lazy. Look at that. Now another option is, once this is dry, you can also do something different on the back, right? Now, if you can tell, this one has a finish on the back, and this is the one we just did. I haven't finished the back yet. So this one's sealed. But if I wanted to, prior to putting the seal, it would probably work still now, but maybe put a few more, right? Put a couple of these on there on the back and make it a whole different pendant. Then you can see from the front and the back, and put some wire wrapping around it. Absolutely amazing, right? I really hope you guys try some of what I'm suggesting, and then share. If you're not part of the Facebook group, please click on the link below and share your creations. Right now we have a bead soup challenge where people are using their collection of beads and creating. The first challenge that I have put out there is a memory wire bracelet. So if you want to join in on that, I just posted today, Saturday, March 8th, that I will be counting all the likes, and the person with the most likes by the end of March, I have something really special I want to give away for the winner of the most likes. So go over to Facebook and join, please. All right, let's see what we're going to do. I'm gonna move these. I really want to put this under the fan so that it's, you know, secure. I'll probably put another coat on. Let me go put it over there with the other stuff. All right, so let's see. I want to show you the difference. I think one of these I did not. So this is the one that I did not put any on top of the resin. I don't know if you can notice it, but it's not much of a difference. This one has more of a matte. So you see shine over here. Look at the circle. Shine over here. A little bit matte right there. So all of them, it's not much of a difference. So it wouldn't mess with your resin shine if you decided to put the DuraClear over your resin. If you did this, if you resined, you may not do this to your spacers. Just a thought. All right, let's see, what can I do? What's happening? Where are you? Let's grab these. And I think what I want to do is this one. Since we have some pieces here, maybe brush some resin on it. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So this is not my resin brush. Let me clean it. Get some of that Duraclear off of this brush. This is how I clean my brushes. And then I wipe it down with a wet wipe, and usually it'll probably look janky for a little bit until I use it again. So we're gonna put that over there. And let's grab, you know what we can do? This, I have resin. This is resin. And I'm just gonna brush it on. I always regret using this. I don't know why I'm getting ready to use it. Do I want to? Let me use my regular resin brush. I don't know if y'all saw a recent video or not. I cured my resin brush. I was like, oh no. It was in the light, in the way of the light. But it firmed it up and I was okay with it. So I'm gonna continue to use it until it won't use no more. This is just another way of using the pieces that I just showed you. And y'all know, if I'm gonna dome this, I wanna put a brushed coat on first. Yeah, I like this brush way better than the one that's in that nail polish bottle. Even though I do use it, I just prefer using this. So I'm just brushing it so I can give my doming layer something to grab onto. And that's just my way of doing it. You guys do it the way you normally do, however works for you. I'm not gonna put any resin on this one right now. Look, I see the resin pulling back from the edges. And that's okay for me right now, because I'm not trying to dome it right now. I'm gonna take some of this off and I'm gonna what is your favorite coating? Like when you're done and you're sealing your piece, what do you like to use? Resin is my go-to when I am creating and finishing my projects, but I just purchased, because I want to seal my my hand-painted beads that I gotta show you what I did. I didn't even show it. I'll probably show it in another video. But I have some matte polyurethane. I was talking to another creator and she mentioned she uses an oil-based sealant. The one that I have is a water-based one. And I'm not, I think I was reading it and for some reason, I think because it dries quicker, I decided to go with this one. But I'll show it to you in another video. So this right here, I'm gonna put under the light so that you guys can see what it looks like. I'm gonna move it to the side while we're doing something else, okay? So there's that. I know you see the light, so let's try this one with the matte. Let's do the Duraclear again. We're gonna do, I don't want to do triple thick. I think I'm gonna do this again, and I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on here. That's what I'm gonna do. And then we'll take a look at. Ooh, way too much jack-o'-lac. Oh no, we can't do that. We're not wasting it. So here's what I do when I know I put too much. I put that bad boy back in the bottle. Sorry, we're not wasting it. Okay. All right, so you showed out. Let's see what we're gonna do. Let me wipe my hand off because that will get really sticky. Okay. Trying to act a fool over here. And I probably needed all that, but we'll see. Let's do it this way. There we go. Oh boy, that's gonna be nice. And it's gonna be matte. Yeah, that's way too much. Man, what I squoze out, that was way too much. This stuff goes a long way, guys. The thicker it is, the stickier it is. I think I like this matte on here with the shiny evil eye. I think I like it. Let me do this. That's gonna be nice. I'm gonna put a little bit more. And again, remember, this is not gonna be shiny. It's gonna be matte, kind of a semi-matte. I'm doing this kind of fast, y'all. Take your time, do your thing, whatever you want to do. Look how dark that red got. I like that. Yes, Hunty. Oh yeah, the paint's coming off, so it's time to stop. All right, we're gonna sit that over here. So you see that? I like it. It's gonna dry matte. Now let's go ahead and get this up. I'm making a hot mess up in here, up in here. All right, let's see if I can clean this up just a little bit better. One more minute. So the light went off, the UV light went off. So let's see what's happening with that. See, that's how I clean it. And then we're gonna do that. This is alcohol that I'm spraying. All right, let's look at this. So it's got a little bit of a shine. I don't know, I might want to leave it like that and not dome it. What you think? Maybe we do one like this. We do one like this. Let it dry. That'll be matte. That'll be resin, but not domed. Let's move these over here. Move these over here. Let's go ahead and dome. I need to put a base coat on here before I dome it. All right, so we're gonna do, this is gonna be one painted coat. No, I wanna resin that. Oh, I don't know what I wanna do. This is nice, just like it is, but that will pop if I put resin on it. So let's do that. Let's do the resin. There's so many different options. You can't go wrong. Whatever you do, let your juices flow. Just create. And I think I'm not gonna worry about this hole if the resin gets in there. I'm not gonna purposely put it in there, but I'm not gonna worry about it if it does. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and paint. This one will be the non-domed piece. I'm gonna dome this purple though. But let's go ahead and paint the purple with some resin so we can get a good seal. Man, guys, it's been such a crazy week. And I have been itching to get into this studio and create. But you know, sometimes when you're really in the creative mood, to start and to have to stop, it's just not fun. So I like going until I'm done. Like, I could sit in here for hours creating. I would not record. Well, that's a lie, because I think my last video was about an hour and a half. I mean, I may record, but sometimes I just want to create. And then I think that last time I decided to turn the camera on and just let it be. Mistakes and all. It's not everybody's perfect. And maybe I do something that fixes a thing that you couldn't figure out. So I leave it. All right, we're gonna put this under, and then we're gonna wind up doming those purple pieces. That's what we're gonna wind up doing. So let me put this under the light. We're gonna come back to these, and we're gonna dome these. So we're gonna come back over here. Put these right here. I'm really hoping I don't drop any resin on this plastic, on this sticky mat. This is like my favorite sticky mats, but when resin gets on it and it's actually cured on there, it is not fun to get off. I just touched some uncured resin, and it is sticky, sticky, sticky. So I'm putting my resin tool under the light so I can peel that stuff off. All right, let's see. Come on. This is gonna be pretty. So we're already at 52 minutes right now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dome these and come back with pictures. Nope, I'm not gonna stop the camera. Y'all know what you can do. If you want to, you can press pause and come back. I'm gonna stay in the zone. I'm gonna stay in the zone. This is the create along for Saturday, and we are creating. So I appreciate you if you're still here with me. I really do. All right, so now let's get it in. This is my favorite part. Resining, doming, it's so relaxing to me. And I might get quiet. I say that every time, but it's a fact. Because it's so relaxing. Let's see. Hopefully I don't mess up. Hopefully you can see. I'm just pulling the resin so I can spread it. And I like to use my right hand and rotate it. Some people can work with this without moving it. I can't. That's why I have these tiles, so that I can move my pieces when I'm working on them. It just makes it easier for me. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna pull this on over here. Tricky right here. I put it really close to the edge. The spacer is really close to the edge. Didn't think about that. Didn't think about the actual resining when I did that. So keep that in mind, just in case, so the resin doesn't fall off the edge for you. This is gonna be really pretty. All right, I already know I need more resin. I'm just trying to get to the edges. Around the circle. This is gonna be pretty. Have you ever used these colors before? What is your favorite color combination? This blue and gold is amazing. Well, have you noticed the change in my voice? The Zen kicking in? Yeah, so relaxing. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be beautiful. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I try not to cover this. All right, there's one, almost done. And if you see me poking at the earring, it's because I'm popping bubbles. And I want the resin to flow, get that natural flow. Let me move this to its place. I'm going to do one at a time because I don't want to mess up. Oh, I see a bubble right there in the corner. Y'all be careful when you're doing this. If you do this, if you place your spacer on top, be careful. As a matter of fact, nope, I'm not gonna touch that top. I was going to put some more resin on the square and I'm not gonna do it. So let me put the flame in, take this out, put the flame on top of here, get them bubbles, flip flop. There we go. Boom. Let's see what's happening over here. Ooh, over here. So I said I was going to dome these and leave this one. And leave it from not being domed. So let's dome the top here. Well, I need to cover up this lamp while I'm doing it. There we go. Mess around and cure my whole bottle of resin. Let's get back over here. Ideally, this would have already been domed before I put this on here. But I wanted to show you guys on camera how I finish these wood blanks. And hopefully give you guys some ideas on how to use them. And I hope you like them. I would love it if you ordered. I created them with the creator in mind, to give you something different to use while you're making your handmade products. This doesn't have to be used on jewelry. It can be anything that you create. If you create more than just jewelry, like I do, I'm gonna be using these to embellish a lot of my creations, and I do plan on sharing some of that with you guys as some ideas. So that's domed. So I'm gonna leave this just like that, and I'll leave the purple domed. And so we have this, look how that dried, nice and matte. It almost looks like we didn't paint it, but if you look at the back, you can see that's really matte. That has nothing on it. And then the front has almost a shine, a very small shine, but it is sealed. And I'll probably seal the backs of these as well. So let me get this out of here. Put this in there. Cover it up. And dome this other side, and then I'll show you all the things that we worked on, and then I'll let you guys go. All right, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I really do, and I hope you use some of these pieces on your creations to create something amazing. All right, like I said, if you're still with me, thank you for hanging out. If you had to come back, thank you for coming back. I ain't mad at you. Everybody's got a life. You can't sit here for a whole hour at a time. That's fine. Come back and watch it while you're creating, or listen, right? I know sometimes I'll create and I'll be listening to one of the creators on YouTube. One of my favorite ones is Darlene Knight. She has some great gems that she shares while she's creating. Sometimes I don't even need to watch her. I just listen. If you haven't checked her out, she's Darlene Knight with Jewelry by BDK. And her creations are amazing. And she is an inspiration to me. And I'm sure some of you as well. All right. Now she has her own style. There is nothing about her that is the same old at all. And that's what I, love about a lot of you guys that are part of the Facebook group. Some of the creations, you guys, holy moly. I don't know where y'all come up with that stuff, but it is amazing. And I appreciate you sharing it with me. I feel so honored when I see you guys sharing your creations. I just ask that you keep it coming. Keep it coming. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh. I love each one of these pieces that we have done. Wait till I wrap that pendant. Ugh, with wire. What? I'm just trying to find the right look. And sometimes I overthink stuff. Like, I don't know if any of you can relate. As a creator, I tend to be overly like a perfectionist. And I want it to look so good. Like what's in my head. And sometimes what's in my head is not what comes out. But it's still nice. And the more I push trying to make it look like what's in my head, the more I say, you know what? I'm not the creator here. My creator has created this. Leave it alone. This is what he wanted me to do, and this is what it is. And you need to be okay with it. And I am, a lot of times. But when I find myself pushing the issue, that's when I gotta stop myself and say, yes, Lord, I hear you. Let me see. That one had some bubbles, and if I were not being obedient, I would put another coat of resin on it, but I'm not gonna do it because it is what it is. It turned out the way it turned out. So let's go ahead and let that final piece get its resin curing. And then I will pull out everything that we worked on today and pat you guys on the back and say thank you for joining and see you soon. So let's see. This one is done, right? We got a little paint strokes in there, but that's what makes it unique. So we got one pair. I'm not gonna finish them with the ear wires. You guys know how to do that. Here's another pair. Let's see. I'm gonna put all of these to the side because we didn't do much with those, but I'll show them when I do. Uh-oh. Put these over here. I'm gonna show you the different variations of this though. All right, let me go get the other pieces from the fan, and then we will take a peek. Don't pay attention to my little hideout over here. Let's see. Are you ready? Okay. All right. So here, move this, move that, and that. Here's the pieces that we painted. Now, first of all, look at that. Ain't nothing coming off. It's sealed, right? I may want to put another coat and put another coat on the back, but that's the one we created. These are the three that I already had created. So there's that. This is the one we painted. Oh, it's still a little wet. My bad. See, I got paint on my hand. It's still a little wet, but look at the texture. Right? All of these are still a little wet. I'm gonna let these go ahead and get dry. But those are the ones that we painted. Those are the ones that we glued on to our pendant. And then here's two of the earring sets. And here's the other. I'm gonna show you the difference between them. Y'all tell me which one you like better. Let me put these back over the fan. All right, we're gonna move this. We're gonna move, let's put this over here. Cover that up. Move that, all right. Move that. So here's the ones that I domed. I love them, very pretty. Here's the ones that have the matte finish on it, and this is shiny. And then here is the one coat of resin and the domed piece here. You tell me which ones you like. Which one's your favorite? Which one do you like? How do you like to finish your earrings or pendant? Those can be pendants as well. And this is the pendant that we created using these as examples. So these are the ones that I created ahead of time, and this is the one that we created today. So if you look, you can see that none of them are the same. So if you get these wood spacers and you decide to paint them or do whatever you want to do with them and attach them, you can even put some on the back. I love these. I'm gonna wire wrap these, and then these are going for sale on my website. You can also add some wire wrapping to these, right? However you want to do it. But these are awesome. I love it. The way that we use these spacers and these unique shapes, that's why I created them. I wanted to make sure that, you know, we don't do something the same old, same old. So if you like what I just shared with you, please hit the comments below and let me know. And I hope you have a great weekend. And of course, I hope you're creating something amazing. Have a great one. Bye.